Hi, good morning. This is a continuation of the previous video. Is considered as a part number 2. Okay, this lesson will be divided by multiple parts. In previous video, I worked on the interval, the theta between 0 to pi. But today I will do the theta between pi and 2 pi. Okay, let's move on to calculate cosine theta plus pi at the point theta plus pi. Okay. By doing the projection of the point N on horizontal axis, we will have a right triangle at the point N prime. Okay, so we will have two congruent triangles because both of the triangles have the same theta. Okay, and also both of the triangles are right triangles. Okay, and also their hypotenuse equal to radius of the circle, which is 1. Okay. So cosine theta plus pi equal this distance. Okay, I already calculate this distance by due to the congruence. I will have this distance, which is O1 prime, equal to x. Okay, x. But this point theta plus pi is located in the negative area. Okay, of this circle. So we'll have I have minus x. X equal to cosine theta minus cosine theta. Okay, now let's move on to calculate sine theta plus pi at the same point. Okay, by doing the projection of the point N on vertical axis. Okay, in the negative side. Okay, I will have a right triangle at the point H prime. Okay, so I will have two congruent triangles because both of these triangles have the same theta and they are right triangle. Okay, and their hypotenuse equal to the radius of the circle, which is r equal to 1. Okay, so sine theta plus pi equal to this distance already evaluated, it was y by the congruence of the triangles. Okay, equal to y, but is located in negative direction of this vertical axis, so it will have a negative sign. Okay, which is minus y equal to sine theta, so that's mean minus sine theta. Okay, I will have two new equations. Okay, so now let's move on to calculate cosine theta plus 3 pi over 2 by doing the projection of the point P on horizontal axis. Okay, I will have a right triangle. Okay, so I will have two congruent triangles because both of these triangles have the same theta and they are right triangles. Okay, and also their hypotenuse equal to radius of the circle, which is r equal to 1. Okay, so I will have cosine theta plus 3 pi over 2. By extension, I will have this distance equal to y. Okay, and then is located in positive direction. It will have the positive sign. Okay, so cosine theta plus 3 pi over 2 equal to y. Okay, due to the congruence of both triangles, this one and this one. Okay, so y equal to sine theta. Now let's move on to calculate sine theta plus 3 pi over 2 at the same point. Okay, by doing the projection on vertical axis in the negative side, I will have a right triangle. Okay, so I will have two congruent triangles because both of these triangles have the same theta and they are right triangles, and also they have same hypotenuse distance because their hypotenuse equal to radius of the circle, which is 1, r equal to 1. So sine theta plus 3 pi over 2 equal to this distance. Okay, this distance, due to the congruence of both triangles, I will have x equal to this distance. Let's call it O p prime equal to x, because two these triangles are congruent. Okay, so sine theta plus 3 pi over 2 equal to x. Okay, but is located in negative side of the vertical axis. It will have minus sign. Okay, minus. So that's mean x equal to cosine theta as evaluated before. Okay, equal to minus x equal to minus cosine theta. Okay, so now I will have another two new equations. Okay, so I will have four equations together. Now let's move on to calculate cosine 2 pi minus theta at the point m prime, at the point 2 pi minus theta. Okay, by doing extension on horizontal axis, I will have a right triangle at the point H. Okay, so I will have two congruent triangles because both of these triangles have the same theta. Okay, and same shared distance, which is OH equal to x. Okay, furthermore, these triangles have the same hypotenuse as a distance. Okay, which is equal to radius of this circle. Okay, equal to r equal to 1. So cosine 2 pi minus theta equal to x. Okay, and also is located in the positive area. Okay, so equal to x. X is already evaluated. It was cosine theta. Okay, let's move on to calculate. Let's move on to calculate sine 2 pi minus theta. Okay, I will have the same thing by doing the extension on vertical axis. Okay, I will have a right triangle at the point P prime. So I will have two congruent triangles because both of these triangles, they have same theta. Okay, and they are right triangles. Okay, and also their hypotenuse equal to the radius of the circle, which is 1. Okay, so sine 2 pi minus theta equal to this distance O p prime. O p prime equal to x due to the congruence of both triangles. Okay, so equal to x, but this one OP prime is located in the negative area of this vertical axis. Okay, so it has a minus sign in the front. Okay, so minus x. So minus x equal to cosine theta, minus cosine theta. Okay, now I will have two more new equations. Okay, I have sine theta is always between minus 1 and 1. Okay, it could be positive, it could be negative, depends on the theta. Okay, if the theta and cosine also. Let's summarize this one. If theta between 0 and pi over 2 equivalent sine theta between 0 and 1, okay, is larger than 1 and larger or equal to 1, and is a smaller and less or equal to 1. So the sine theta is a larger or equal to 1 and inferior or equal to so the sine, so if theta between 0 and pi over 2, the sine theta is larger or equal to 1 and inferior or equal to, if the theta is between 0 and pi over 2, equivalent sine theta is larger or equal to 0 and inferior or equal to 1. Same thing with cosine. Theta between 0 to pi over 2, equivalent, the cosine theta is larger or equal to 0 and inferior or equal to 1. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing, if theta between pi over 2 and pi equivalent, sine theta is always between 0 and 1, okay? And cosine theta is negative, minus 1 and 1, okay? As the result you found, when the sign between 0 to pi, we found all values are positive, okay? And if the theta between 0 to pi, for the cosine is negative. For the cosine between 0 to pi over 2 is always positive, okay? If the theta between pi over 2 and to pi, the cosine theta become negative because it's located in this quadrant here, okay? So if theta between pi and 3 pi over 2, okay, sine theta is negative between minus 1 and 0 because we already calculated, we found negative, okay? For the cosine is negative as well, okay? By doing the projection on horizontal axis, you will find the cosine is a negative in this interval, okay? If theta between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi, okay, equivalent, for the cosine is positive. Cosine is positive from 0 to 1. If theta between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi, so the sine theta is negative because it's located in the negative side of the vertical axis, which is between minus 1 and 0. Is larger or equal to minus 1 and inferior or equal to 0. For the cosine is different. Cosine theta between 0 and 1. Okay? Now in this last step, okay, we already verified sine square theta plus cosine square theta equal to 1, okay? Equal to for the tangent theta, we have the opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite, it was y, okay? Y because of this distance. We have this right triangle, and over x. X is adjacent, okay? X. Y equal to sine theta. X equal to cosine theta. This is another equation. I'm going to insert this equation into the first equation to see a new expression, okay? So as you see here, we have tangent theta equal to sine theta over cosine theta, okay? It's equivalent sine theta equal to cosine theta multiplied by tangent theta, okay? Let's plug sine theta into the first equation to see sine square theta plus cosine square theta equal to 1, equivalent sine equal to cosine theta multiplied by tangent theta square plus cosine square theta equal to 1. So this one is a cosine square theta multiplied by tangent square theta plus cosine square theta equal to 1. Let's make cosine square theta as a multiplier of the whole thing. So the cosine square theta is multiplied by tangent square theta plus 1 equal to 1. Okay, I will have this new equation: cosine square theta equal to 1 over 1 plus tangent theta square. Okay, this is new equation. Okay. Regarding these formulas, I will match all this, put all these formulas together and prove another identities. Okay, this is a good place where I can stop. Thank you for watching. I will see you in next video. Bye.